God damn.
Kyle, KG Pittman, peace and blessings. Peace and many blessings. How are you?
Peace, family. I'll make sure I can hear
Peace, family. Peace, family. Trying to sound all sexy. Cam Carter, peace and blessings. How are you? All right, y'all. We taking calls tonight. So write the number down. 909-749-8626. 909-749-8626, okay? So we will be taking calls tonight. All right, y'all. Let me get the sound up. Get the chat room to going. Turn it down for now. Okay. All right. So we taking calls tonight. Jasmine, welcome. Hold on, y'all. We try to get it right. We are, I said talking. Taking calls tonight. Y'all doing all right tonight? Y'all doing good? Let me see. Here we go. Uh-oh. 8626. Let me get it right. All right, family. Welcome to Spiritually Seeing News. We don't just talk about news, we see about news.
See about it.
I'm WUNAM, a.k.a. Nicky Love, your African Indigenous Traditional Healer.
And I'm Brother ADINKRA.
Latrell, peace and blessings. All right, family. We're taking calls tonight, so do get your phones ready. Now, let me just say this to y'all. Tonight, we're going to talk about the rituals that are being done subliminally on NBA players, okay? We're going to talk about the rituals that have been being done on NBA, and we need to pay attention to this. We really do. We you know, I noticed I put it up, ain't nobody pay attention. And this is why shit don't happen for the black community, because we don't pay attention to stuff like this, okay? And we need to start paying attention because, you know what? There's a lot of, I can't call you right now, Mr. Mobley. I'm on a live show. I cannot call you, okay? So anyway, a lot of this stuff goes on because we do not pay attention. You got the masses that are seen on TV that are so-called Christian. And I love my Christian brothers and sisters, but y'all got to start paying attention. Y'all are not paying attention to what's being done. Now, Brother Dinko, tell them what we've seen and what you discovered about the NBA player Chris Paul.
I was watching what I don't know, I think the show is called Jump on ESPN. And the reporter Rachel Nichols, she put out a prayer candle for Chris Paul and said maybe we should do a prayer candle for Chris Paul. And so as I'm watching it, I'm just sitting back watching it and stuff, and she was talking about how he's been hurt and this and that and this and that. So I'm like, I was like, that's really not something to play with, because people, you saying pray for him to do well, and then it's like you really subliminally trying to tell people to do rituals on the man. So we deal with spirit, so we always go to spirit first, because I was picking up some negative energy from it. So I'm reading it, and I'm seeing this woman, not only is she putting this out there, but she's actually does spiritual work. This is what I'm saying spiritually now. So I'm reading it, and I just see that she does a lot of spiritual work, and it was just I just couldn't believe she put that out there. And a lot of people are putting stuff like this in our face now. But you know, it's okay if you want to do spiritual work to help somebody, but you can't be doing spiritual work to cause harm. And subliminally, she said she wasn't doing it, but you know, she's
a goddamn lie. She's a lie. Now, let me tell you all about her. She came at me on Twitter. I went on Twitter. I said, you know, goddamn well you're doing some spiritual work on our brother. First of all, the subliminal message. Most of the time, y'all know when you deal with hoodoo, santeria, when you deal with a lot of the works like that, they use those candles to do ritual work, right?
She had a candle of the brother picture.
She had his picture on the candle of his face. What Spirit showed me as well is that basically you're sending a subliminal message to the people who are watching sports and the ones who don't want the Houston Rockets to win, and you're giving them the message like, yeah, get one of these candles. I'm giving you an idea so you could use it for good or you could use it for bad. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. First of all, you didn't have permission to put the man's picture on the candle. For one, who are you to take his picture and put it up there and tell everybody to pray for him as if you know for sure that this man is going to hurt his ankle or something's going to happen to him? What gives you the right to do that? That says you're guilty to me, okay? Now, this is what we do. We see.
And not only that, earlier this, and then what really sparked what made me really aware of it is because earlier this year, when the Lakers were in the playoff hunt, LeBron James, he was playing really well and all. He said something in public in the media. I can't remember what it was, but a lot of people got pissed. And I said, watch. I know what it was. He posted the lyrics of 29 Savage about being kosher, having Jewish money. I thought it wasn't a big deal, but what I started seeing spiritually is I seen Jewish rabbis doing ritual work on LeBron. And I said, I guarantee you, within I think a week later, this brother got injured. He tore his groin. So this stuff is real. And these people be doing things to these athletes just because they get mad, but they say something. Or if they stand out and they say something. They did that. Not only that, I seen that they did spiritual work on the brother that played in the NFL, Beast Mode. I can't think his name. They did spiritual work on him. So they do a lot of spiritual work on these NFL stars and these football players and these basketball players and stuff like that. This is no joke.
But see, what happens is because majority of the watchers might be Christian, they she's just doing a good thing. You know, like I told her on Twitter, I said, no, you're not. I said, no, you're not. She goes, well, watch the segment. Oh, I watched the segment, and I see what you're doing, underlining, you know, sending subliminal messages to let people know, yeah, you can get a candle like this with Chris Paul's picture on it, and you can make him, you know, hurt himself. Ain't nobody stupid, and then you're a witch. I recognize witches when I see them. I recognize witches when I see them. So at the end of the day, for those who do watch sports, those who are into your spiritual work, do help out your athletic brothers. Then was it a football player, his wife is a witch, and she was talking about she makes him protection and stuff like that?
Yeah, Tom Brady. You wonder why that man won all them damn Super Bowls?
Y'all better pay attention, because at the end of the day, you might think you Christian, and you might think God is going to help. And let me tell you something. If y'all get together and pray enough, yeah, your energy, I don't care, calling out God or whatever, will move some things. But y'all better start recognizing it for what it is. A lot of the stuff that's being done is spiritual work, and y'all better start fighting back. That's what I have to say about it.
And you know, and we're not here to bash Christians, but this is a misnomer. People think that just because if you don't believe in spiritual work, or you don't believe in voodoo, that shit don't work on you. I'm telling you, it works. I know really good people, people that were good Christians and did what they're supposed to do, and they got attacked spiritually. When and then you thinking, oh, he's doing spiritual work, that can't touch me. If somebody send a spirit at your ass, there's nothing you could do about it. Unless you are protected, unless you go get the spiritual work done to protect you.
That's right. So you got to be mindful of that. And
keep in mind, crystals and all that stuff is good, but that shit's not going to work against the spirit.
You got to be careful, people. The people you think is your friend is not your friend. They'll smile in your face and they'll be behind closed doors doing spiritual work on you. Doing spiritual works to make you feel, to make you fail, okay? To harm you, to cause pain, to cause hurt. You people are so conniving, and you got some evil people that do this work. That this is all they do. They want to see you hurt. They want to see you fail. So when it comes down to this basketball player, Chris Paul, you know, we ain't having it. You ain't having it. Sit your behind down somewhere. You smiling in his face. Nah, we ain't having it. You ain't doing no work on that man.
And she's supposed to be the man's friend.
Right. you. Let me tell you something. He's gonna be fine. I'm putting it out there. Y'all put it out there. He will be fine. Ain't nobody going to power to do no spiritual work to hurt that man.
Also,
questions.
Question. Laura Lee Johnson said,
they gotta call in. They gotta call in tonight. So
if you want your
question,
okay, we're gonna answer this question. But for those who have questions, we want y'all to participate with us and call in, and we're gonna answer y'all questions when y'all call in. Laura Lee Johnson says, how can you protect yourself?
There's many ways to protect yourself, Laura Lee Johnson. We do a lot of ritual work. We do a lot of ritual work and a lot of readings for people. That's all we do. And we got calls and packages to send out like crazy. We send out spiritual baths. We do a lot of different things. It's on our website, okay?
And then also, you know, we can't, like, it just depends on what people are doing.
Right.
Some people do low level magic like candle work. Even though it's low level magic, it still works.
Right.
Burning the candle still works, but it's still low level magic unless the person has this putting the intent out there has real power. And then sometimes we got to do other things. Sometimes we got to go to spirit and ask spirit, what should we do? Sometimes, you know, it's just not one thing that you can do for it, because sometimes some things require stronger things.
Right, stronger things, okay? But do keep in mind, we only do good. Don't come and ask us to do nothing to take nobody against their will. Don't ask us to do nothing to try to kill somebody, because I really did have somebody ask me that before, and I had to hang up the goddamn phone and tell them hell no. Okay? We use our gifts, our seeing gifts, and our gifts in our hands to do rituals. Okay? All right. So tonight we're going to take calls. Santos Pucci, Stephanie Wong, Peace and Blessings family on Facebook. Love y'all family. But we're going to take calls because we really want to talk about the gangs uniting. Now, as you all know, after Nipsey Hussle transition, now you got the gangs in LA who have gotten together, and they decided they was going to begin to unite with each other. So you got the Bloods and the Crips. So tonight what we're going to do is we're going to take calls because we want to see how many of you feel that this is going to stay that way. Okay? We want, and then we'll spiritually read it. So call in at 909-749-8626 because we want to get the people's opinion. Some people say, you know what? It took for this young brother to die for these gangs to come together. Some people say, nah, it'll last for a while and they're going to go back to gang banging again. What do y'all think? We're taking calls tonight, okay? Call in at 909-749-8626. Okay? Also, if you have questions, call in too. YouTube, Facebook, waiting for y'all call because we'll get up off of here. You know, we just came to try to share what we've seen with certain things. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I could be doing better things like working on my book. So, you know, we got people that ask us to come on here, so we're waiting for your calls. 909-749-8626. I'm going to put it in the chat.
What else did we want to touch on? There was something else we wanted to touch on. It was the spiritual work using subliminal messages.
Y'all can call in 909-749-8626. The question is, do you think the gangs are going to continue to be united, or do you think that the gangs are going to go back to gang banging? Call in now. 909-749-8626.
And the good thing about this is seeing that in LA, it's actually sparking, you know, talk amongst other gang members around the United States to see if they want to come together and cause a truce and come together and work together and unite and bring some peace. You know, and the thing is, like I said before, when we spiritually looked into the Nipsey Hussle thing, you know, like I say, gang, you know, gangs are a big business for people in LA as far as those who try to fight it, because they created whole industries and jobs out of it. Yeah, they say they want to stop it, because you got to say that on the surface level, but do they really want to stop it? Do they really want to stop black men from killing each other and murdering each other? Do they really want to stop that? Us in the black community do, because we're tired of that. We done been through that for so long, and it's time for a change. But, you know, like I say, I knew people in the 90s, you know, and all of that, when the Rodney King thing happened and they tried to, when they called a truce and stuff like that, and the police were going back saying that, oh yeah, this person shot your homie over there, then going to the other gang's hood and telling the other gang the same thing. So it's like, Do they really want that? Because people jobs were on the line in the 90s.
That's
People
right.
were going to start losing their jobs because there was no gang violence. So, you know, how will they start doing? Will they be up to their same dirty tricks and tactics after this house after 30 days go by, a month or two
Yeah,
go
is
by?
everybody gonna go back to, oh well, we're gonna start gang banging again? So what do y'all think? We're waiting for some callers to call in. 909-749-8626. Call in now. We're waiting to get your opinions about it. 909-749-8626. Do you think the gang will stay united, or do you think they will go back to gang banging? What are your thoughts? Call in now. 909-749-8626. So the question is again, you see all these gangs united. You see after Nipsey transition out of here, all over the place, these gangs are united. But how long will this last? Will it stay like this? Was his transitioning off this earth the one that sparked for the real unification to take place? Because they're doing it in LA now. I got a call tonight from a good friend of mine who says they want to do something here in Atlanta. They're bringing all the gangs together, not just the Bloods and the Crips, but you got the Vice Lords, you got the GDs, the Garden Disciples, you got, you know what I mean, the Bloods, the Crips. So they're working on bringing all of them to unite together. What is your thought about that? Do you think it's going to stay that way? Or do you think there's going to be one random Negro that say, you know what, hell with this, there's a, I'm going to get you because you a Blood, you a Crip. What y'all think? We want to hear your opinions. You know what I mean? Otherwise, we got other things to do. Like I said, y'all requested us to come on, and we here. We need y'all to put your opinions in here or call them with your comments.
Do y'all have any more questions?
You have any more questions? It seems like okay.
Everybody's on the
Yeah, I'm on. Y'all there? Are y'all there? Y'all think I'm gonna sit up here and talk tonight? Y'all think I'm gonna sit up and get my mouth dry tonight? Y'all better call in and put some goddamn questions in the goddamn chat, cause I'm ready to get off. I'll get off this thing. So y'all better come on. We ain't sitting up here.
So if y'all have
wasting our time.
If y'all on YouTube, if y'all have any questions, please put them in the chat. Or if y'all got anything to say, put your statement in the chat.
What the hell is a watch party, y'all? Look, goddamn it. Anyway, okay. Good evening. Okay, Santa. Okay. Unless they try to block some stuff, what's going on, y'all? Is it too late? Y'all got nigga writers? Y'all tired? You know what I mean?
Everybody getting ready for Monday, huh?
Everybody's getting ready for Monday. We need to come on early. We should have came on at 9 o'clock, right? Y'all think we should have came on at 9 o'clock? I see that one moving over there by itself. If y'all really don't have anything to say, we don't either. I'm not sitting up here talking. My mouth is dry. It's hotter than a damn donkey's ass in this house. We trying to get the AC right, so it's hot. You think I want to be up here?
Sub 86 say fire.
What's fire? What's fire, Sub 86? Tell me what's fire. Erica Neal says, I believe they are not going to stay united. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I kind of find it hard to believe that they would.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would work if their egos out of the way and focus on the mission.
What's that question from YouTube? I just seen it. YouTube.
This Jules Self-Love says, I think it would work if their egos get out of the way and focus on the mission. What do you say?
You know what Spirit just showed me while I was telling y'all to call in? Spirit showed me that a lot of them are tired of the killing and the dying. A lot of them are going through their transformations. So I'm going to say there's more than less that are wanting to change and are for this unification. Because a lot of them are evolving and they're going through their transformations. And a lot of them are tired of seeing death. So I'm going to say it could work, okay? It could work and you're gonna have a few select disagreeable spirits that don't want to, do what's right and say they want to continue to gangbang. But for the most part, I see that it's going to be more that's going to be like, nah, enough is enough. We tired of seeing our mothers hurt. We tired of seeing our babies die. So I think what's taking place is a real transformation and an evolution that's taking place with humanity on an earthly level. So I'm going to say, Erica, there's going to be more that's going to be for it. Okay? As I told you all, I got a call from a good friend of mine tonight. V103 is supposed to be doing something here in Georgia. And they're supposed to be bringing all the gangs together, not just the Bloods and the Crips, and trying to reunite them. So we're not talking about just in LA. You got Crips and Bloods and gang members in New York and Chicago and Detroit. You know what I mean? So you got a lot of gang members. So this is a nationwide, unification thing that's taking place with all these gangs. So I am seeing that a lot of them are tired. They're tired of seeing death. So I'm going to say I think it's going to work for a while. But that's not to say that you're not going to have your few select that just want to be goddamn demons and be disagreeable, okay? You're going to have those, but it's with everything. Even without being a gang, you got disagreeable spirits. So, yes, but I see that the majority of them are going to want to change. Because it's like there's nothing they can do about it. Everybody, every human being on this earth is going through a transformation. So the mindset is changing. The consciousness is changing. So with saying that, it's going to work more than you think it is, okay?
Laura Lee Johnson says, I think the gangs will try, but eventually they will fade back to banging. She also said, I think without a plan, I don't think they will make it.
What you feel about that?
I think that's a good point. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if they want to stop banging, what they going to replace it with? You know, what you gonna replace it with?
They're gonna replace it on getting their asses right and going to school and getting jobs, just like the programs Nipsey put in place in LA for them. So what they gonna replace with? You stay your asses out the street, stop gang banging, go to school, do something with your life, start your own businesses, take care of your families, stop gang banging. What else you gonna do? You gonna have to get your shit together. Go get a real job. Come on now.
Evelyn Elaine R says, hey fam, I feel they are not going to stay united. However, I feel gang violence will decrease. So she's saying even though the unification might not stick, she thinks it's still going to decrease the gang violence.
Okay, but what do you think?
I think the gang violence is going to decrease, but I don't know for how long. I still feel like some people are still going to be on it.
Like I said, there's still going to be a few disagreeable spirits, okay? But for the most part, I see more that's going, and only because people are changing we're a spiritual show. So I'm going to bring it to you spiritual. People are changing. People are transforming. People are vibrating on higher frequencies. So when you have this type of energy that's being presented at us at this time on this earth, you're going to see a change. These so-called gang members, some of them, guess what? I'm not even going to say some. Spirit showed me most of them are going through a major transformation in their lives. Remember, everything on this earth, every species on this earth is going through a transformation. So they are coming into their higher consciousness. And as they come into their higher consciousness, they're becoming more sensitive. Remember, there's a war between the masculine and the feminine right now. And we have the divine feminine energy rise. And when the divine feminine energy rises, she brings back the balance. So that means the masculine and the feminine side in the man, okay, is beginning to become more sensitive. And as they become more sensitive, they're understanding that death is just not good no more. It's not good to hurt each other no more. It's not good to see another mother cry. It's not good to see another child die. You understand? So with saying that, we must understand this is bigger than us. Okay? This is bigger than us. So with saying that, what do I see? I see that there will be more than less that will stop bang-ganging, that will say, you know what, enough is enough. We got to do better. That's what I see. Exactly. Stop feeding the prison systems boycott prisons. Shy Thomas says, stop feeding the prisons and boycott prison. And see, what? Oh, and see, the thing about it is what we got to understand too, y'all, is that we got to stop putting the energy out there. Well, I still did good. No, how about we gonna make sure that they see the thing about it? Your words are power. For the Christians, it's death and life in the power of the tongue. For Africans, it's the same thing. That's where the Christians got it. That's where the Bible got it from. Death and life in the power of the tongue. If more of us start saying we want to see a change with gang members, I guarantee you it'll happen. I guarantee you. Good evening, Big Red Flame, my bestie. Peace and blessings. So, I mean, that's another thing. We got to stop getting caught up in the negative things that we see in society. You see? So, this is the thinking, right? So, this is how it goes. Man, ain't nothing going to change. We going to keep dying it. And they going to still keep gang banging. If you keep saying that, then it's going to happen. We're in the energy right now where we control what goes on around us, right? You control your world around you. You control your world around you. So when you speak negative, negative will come to you. If you speak positive, positive will come to you. So instead of saying, well, they never change, they're not going to do, say, you know what? I'm going to put it out there that these young men are going to do better. These young men are going to speak better. These young men are going to want to stop seeing death. These young men are going to want to stop seeing violence. And see, that comes from us not changing our mindset and not understanding that you are the creator of your world. If you want to see good, you make it happen.
Evelyn Elena R says, I agree with you, Miss Nikki. I bet if there was a chance for some people to quit banging and quit being in a gang without repercussions, you'll be surprised how many would quit.
See what I'm saying? And there's a lot of them that will. You know, years ago.
Yeah, she brought up a good point. It is for those who want to, you know, who want to be put out of a gang. One of the things they do, some gangs, I don't know about all gangs, but I know certain sets in LA, they if you want to be put out of a gang, you got to be beat out of submission or beat until you give up or whatever, and then you can leave, but you don't get no protection, no favors, no none of that. And so a lot of people, just because they won't get any protection and all of that, they don't want to be, you know, they'd rather just stay in the gang. Well, if that's the case, the best thing to do is just move away.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Get out of that. You know what I mean?
But I will say this: a lot of them in LA, as they get older, they don't really they shy away. They leave that mentality and they try to work as to keep these youngsters out of it, because most of them damn sure don't want their kids growing up in the gang. You know what I mean? So a lot of times, you know, as they get older, you know, they get more mature, they get more wiser, they smarten up, and you know, they realize that ain't the way to be, and a lot of them make sure that their kids don't be a part of that at all.
But look at Nipsey Hussle, y'all. Look at him. Okay, he decided, and as a matter of fact, let's talk about that, because don't we have about 3 or 4, maybe a little bit more gang members that came to us to learn about African spirituality, and these young brothers were in gangs. And it was either blood or crip or whatever they were doing. So these young brothers were gang members and wanted to get out. I remember one young brother came to the store. He said, Miss Nikki, I don't want to be a part of it no more. Remember? The brother? He said, I don't want to be a part of no gang no more. He said, I want to get out. And he said he wanted to learn about African traditions. He was about the 5th one that came to us. So you're right. They're saying that they don't want to be a part of it no more. And they're afraid of the repercussions, but at the end of the day, y'all, it's happening naturally. It's happening naturally. And I'm going to tell y'all like this. I'll tell you this. Within the next 5 years, gangbanging will be nothing, no more. No more.
How you say that, Felicia what?
Felicia Iwan Giara.
Okay.
What'd she say?
She says the media is focusing on the gang black male death issue Are they distracting us from a truth or awakening event like increasing police activity?
You know, there's a lot of conspiracy theories about that. A lot of people are talking about that. Oh, we're being distracted with this over here because this is going on. Spiritually seeing, again, this is spiritually seeing news. I know there's some bigger things going on, as I told you all before. You know what? We got things watching. There's meetings taking place in bigger places. There's alien ships and, you know, I don't like to say aliens because we're aliens. There's other beings that's down here right now. There's a lot more going on that you all don't know about. And they have to distract you with this over here while they're making, you know, major, big universal decisions over there. I'm going to leave you with that. Ooh. Okay, go ahead. What?
Okay.
My stomach is hurting.
We got any questions over there?
We got any questions on Facebook? Come on, Facebook family. YouTube's outdoing you, man. Come on. Y'all got any questions? The question tonight is, do you think that gangs will stay united or will they go back to gang banging? We also said we're taking calls too, so if you want to call in at 909-749-8626, you can call in now.
Call in to the Nikki Love Show.
What time is it?
Tell us what's on your mind. Huh?
You got about, let's see, 11:25. We'll be on here for about 15 more minutes. Y'all can call in 909-749-8626. The question is, do you think gangs will stay united or do you think they'll go back to gang banging?
You know, it's funny, like when we do stuff like this, nobody really wants to call in, but when we doing them free readings, woo, they be blowing up the lines. You can't, they be getting those free readings.
The media is focused on his gang blackmail and death issue. Are they distracting us from truth awakening event like increasing police activity? The people in charge need to what? Do what? What'd she say? Eyes open, peace and blessings. Dawn, Vanita, peace and blessings. The people in charge need to do what?
The people in charge need the gangs divided.
You know, as I told you all before, there's a huge transformation taking place. And as you know, you all think somebody's watching this earth. There's somebody watching this planet right here. There's somebody bigger watching. You see, the thing about it is that, you know, there's a lot that's going on. There's many spiritual warfares that's going on. There's the masculine and feminine. There's the weather against man. You understand? There's the people against the government.
There's the spirits against the spiritual.
Spiritual, you know what I mean? You know, the disagreeable spirits against the spiritual people. Mocha Brown says, I think it'll stay the same. No unity. Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings, eyes open. I mean,
peace, Mocha Brown.
Again, what we need to understand is that at the end of the day, there's a lot going on. Now, if you pay attention, you can choose to get distracted by it, or you can choose not to. You can go into your meditations. You can talk to your spirits. You can do other things. You ain't got to get distracted by it. You could go outside and talk to nature. Nature tell you what's going on. Talk to the trees. The trees will tell you. The sun will tell you. The water will tell you. Go ahead. Talk to your elements. They'll tell you what's going on. You know what I mean? Yep. So pretty much, family, Mocha says she thinks she's going to say, we were saying that earlier, Mocha. Let me say this. There's a huge physical transformation. Close that door. What? Oh, give her that soap. Wait. Hold on, y'all.
Which one?
There's one right there. I thought that was Terrell. Oh. Yeah. There's a huge transformation that's going on. And what's taking place is it's happening to every species on this earth. Y'all are not fathoming it yet. It's happening to every species. That means the human species. So the human species is not recognizing your body, your mind. Can't y'all see what's going on? If you can't see, goddamn it, take some time and meditate for 15 minutes. Look at what's going on around you. See, y'all so focused on the negative stuff. Look at what's going. Look at the technology. Look how it's changing. Look at the weather, how it's changing. You understand? Come on, man. Go ahead. If Jay Prince can do it.
Where you see that? I was gonna read the other question.
Go ahead.
Elaine Evelyn Elaine says, you talk about things going on. I've noticed at night, things in the skies so bright. I think sometimes it's a spaceship. Is that happening in your neck of the woods? I mean, it's 11 o'clock at night and it's real bright.
Let me tell you something. It's not a coincidence you brought that up, because last night it was raining, right? It was raining, and it was thundering, and that thunder didn't sound like no normal thunder. And the first thing I did is I looked to the side, I looked at the window, I said, some spaceships down here. That's what I seen. So to answer your question, Evelina, Elena, yes.
Xavier Friend says a few people have been saying to leave the high populated areas. Should we move to the countrysides, like the rural areas?
What you think?
I think yeah.
You think so?
I think so.
All right, so I'm gonna say like this. Yeah, because you want to get more grounded with nature. Too much going on. All right. Adeku Johnson says, I hope so. I think the government will pull some bullshit to create confusion that will redivide the gains. We have a problem with building after we accomplish major milestones for within our race.
You want to touch on it?
I want to answer his question. I need to go. Let me see the rest of your question. How do you feel? Okay, hold on, Kyle. I'll answer your question in a minute. You said, okay, that's all. So for within our race, let me explain something to our race. Our race, the sun children, the caretakers of the earth. You see, the problem is we have a lot of power. And see, the power is we know what they have done. And we know that they will continue to keep you brainwashed and programmed and keep you focused on what they're doing so you can't focus on what you're supposed to do. As long as you say like this, say stuff like this, Johnson, it ain't gonna happen. See, stop focusing on what they're doing and focus on what you need to do. They're gonna do what they do. And that's the thing. They have you so focused on their police brutalities, the divide, all the stuff that happened in the past. You so busy focusing on, oh, the white man this and the race this and the racist and this. Who goddamn cares? Who cares? Take your energy off of them and put it on your community, your home, building your empires, doing what you need to do. Because as long as you continue to focus on what they're not doing and what they're doing that's so, evil and divisive and all the stuff they're doing, ain't nobody got time to think about that. You know what I mean? Not no more. Not no more.
Jules Self-Love says, if Jay Prince could do it, I don't see why they would need protection though, because every time a black man rises, so does the opposition. It will be a fight, but nothing we can't overcome.
What you think?
I think that's right. If we stay united, there's nothing we can't do together as people, especially as black people.
That's right. But see, the thing is, we keep our focus on what they're doing. Never mind what they're doing. Do what you do. Do what you came here to do. And my thing is, I guarantee you, when you focus less on what they're doing, you'll see a lot more of what needs to be done with us. Okay? How you feel about inner earth, oceans, and other sun inside of the earth? What's so damn funny?
Nah, because somebody just asked about the Antarctica. Why every time I laugh, you say, what's so damn funny? Can I not laugh?
No, you can't laugh because I want to know what the hell you laughing about. Okay.
You can't know everything.
I want to make sure you... Excuse me?
You can't know everything.
I need to know every goddamn thing. Don't tell me I can't know everything.
You can't know everything.
Oh, really? Don't start no shit because you won't know nothing at all.
What, like when I have questions?
You won't know nothing at all. Don't start no shit up here. Anyway,
back to the show.
Back to the show, because he talking about I can't know everything. Don't start no shit, because you won't know nothing. My mouth will go, don't ask me nothing. Okay. Now, Kyle, All of that exists. All of that exists. Funny you say that because I was watching a documentary. It was small. It was a short documentary yesterday, and it was talking about the guy went into Google Earth, and he seen the city of Atlantis. How they're saying the city of Atlantis never existed, right? But if you remember, I told you all the city of Atlantis is under the city of Atlanta. Now, mind you, think about this. There's no beaches close to Atlanta except for Savannah. It's 4 hours away. So what would be the best place to hide the city of Atlantis? Would be under a city where you can't get under it unless you drive 4 hours away. Right? Logical sense. Use your logical senses, right? What?
By the number. He said, by the number says, there has been talk about Antarctica activity or something being buried in the ice. What do you see with that?
Are you talking about what they was talking about? They found some bacteria under ice that came from other planets? Are you talking about that? But I told you all before, see, those who watched my scrying into Antarctica last year.
Yes.
Okay, so last year.
They said yes. I don't know.
Last year, I did a scrying into Antarctica. Basically looking into what's going on in Antarctica, okay? Spirit took me down into Antarctica. And what I seen, there was a gateway through Antarctica that these beings from other planets come through under the water. Sure enough, now you see them saying they discovered bacteria that belong to other planets. But see, this is what I seen when I went in there spiritually last year. I seen other beings from other planets using Antarctica as the gateway to come through underwater. Okay? That's what Spirit showed me. So now they're telling you they found bacteria that had something to do with other planets. So that basically confirms what I was saying when I went in there spiritually to see it. Okay? Any other questions, family? Any other questions? That's it?
That's it.
I don't watch the news.
Oh, yeah, she says she don't watch the news anymore. Don't have any social media accounts except for YouTube. Too many distractions. A lot of information put out that's not true to distract.
It's very true. Very true. It's very true. We don't watch the news either. We keep it moving. We got things, people to help. You know, we pay attention. You know, you pay attention because you get shit. The damn tornado can come and tell you don't know. But I mean, you pay attention. There could be a war going on. You don't know. So do pay attention, but do not get caught up in it.
Xavier France says, "What should we be doing to help our people come together?" Okay.
Speaking it into exactly. Speaking into existence. Stop speaking the negative aspect of it. Speak the positive aspect of it. That's the problem. Again, use your inyama. Use your powerful ashes, your powerful inyama, your breath, your air. Speak it into existence. Stop saying it ain't gonna happen. And when you start doing that, you will start seeing it change. Your world around you will begin to change. Be positive. Speak positive. You know what? We want to say that because we know that's what happened in the past. But let's start changing our vocabulary. Let's start changing our mindset. Because you still got people walking around here talking about hope, 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 hope. I don't like that word hope. Because when you hope, you're putting negative energy in it. You need to start saying, I know. I know it's going to change.
Hope floats. What does that mean, hope floats? Does that mean like hope is some shit? I don't know. I always want that meant.
That's what it means. It floats. Hope is floating in the air. You hoping something happens. No. We need to start changing our vocabulary. Stop putting curses on ourselves. Stop using spell words. Start speaking it into existence. Start saying it's going to happen. It's going to change. It's going to get better. Our men are going to get better. Do you think Nipsey was a king who returned? Adeku Johnson, Nipsey was an ancient one. Nipsey Hussle was an Anunnaki ancient god, okay? Sumerian, Anunnaki, whatever you want to call it, it's all one and the same. Nipsey was, yes, he did have a past life here. Yep. He did. And if you all go to our YouTube page, we did a show last year about Nipsey Hussle being spiritual. This is something we did last year with Nipsey Hussle. It was David Chappelle,
Nipsey Hussle, Dave Chappelle, and Cardi B.
We
read all three of those.
We read all three of them last year. I talked about Nipsey Hussle last year, and as a matter of fact, we tried to get him to come on here and do a venue with us about his spirituality, because he could see. He was a seer like we are. He was real spiritual. But yeah, he returned, and you know he will return again.
By the number says there have been sightings of UFOs entering volcanoes.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Let them come on in. Come on in and clean up this goddamn mess of an earth. That's what I say. That's exactly what I say. Shawnee, peace and blessings. How are you? All right, family. We got about 10 more minutes. We're about to get up off of here.
Evelyn, Elena says, you know how they say your word is bond? It's true. Your word carries big time energy.
Exactly, Evelina.
Big time energy.
Exactly.
Especially now.
Your breath. You say
know,
it happens.
You know, especially, and then y'all who are really spiritual, y'all see it. You know how people that are spiritual, y'all got to really watch your words. If you tell a lie and you just telling a lie to get out of something, that shit'll come true. How many of y'all have noticed that?
All right, family. The words of tonight. We gotta realize that at the end of the day, okay, we gotta stop using curse words. Start using positive words. You want to see change? Say we're gonna see change. Okay, we're gonna see a big change. But really, honestly speaking, it's happening anyway. Every human being, every species, even the planets are going through a transformation. And we're going to leave you all with that. And we'll see you all probably on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. So on that note, family, we'll see y'all.
Ifa A says, what?
Ifa A, you should know that with a name like Ifa A. Ifa A, you should know that. I'm going to tell you like this. Get some water, drink it. Drink some water. And pray over it before you drink it. Ask the spirit of the water to cleanse your spirit. Water is the most powerful element on this earth right now. Even to do rituals with water. The most powerful element, okay? So what you need to do is you need to get you some water. I have my ways, but looking for an opinion. Okay, I have to say this. I give facts. I don't like giving opinions. I'm going to tell you like this. Coming from Africa, coming from the spirit, coming from the ancestors. They told me this years ago. It was confirmed with other African traditional healers back home in Africa that water was going to be the most powerful element right now for rituals, for anything, okay? So to cleanse your spirit, telling you, get some water, pray over the water for a good 15 minutes, whatever you want that water to do for you. If you want that water to resonate with your spirit, you tell that water to cleanse your spirit. Or whatever you want cleansed. If you feel like you've got disagreeable spirits in your spirit, you tell them to cleanse them, to move them out of your body. Okay?
If that don't work, call us.
But it's also an effort on your part too. Okay? I mean, but if you feel like you got disagreeable spirits, you know, that's causing your spirit to be unclean, and you need more things, call us. We have many different, you know, things that we do. We're African traditional healers. So anything that you need, let us know. Okay? You're welcome.
She
Yeah.
said she'll pray.
Yeah, pray over the water.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Pray over the water.
Pray over the water. Tell that spirit of the water to get that negative stuff that you feel inside of you out. Okay? All right. All right, family. On that note, we out of here. Gotta go. Remember, stop putting spell words on yourself. Stop cursing yourself. Stop saying negative stuff. Stop saying, nah, it ain't gonna happen. Stop saying, I hope. start saying it's going to happen. And you know what? I know it's going to happen. We are going to change. We're going to see a change. The gang members are going to stay united. I want you to start saying that. Stop saying, I ain't going to happen. Realize we're in a very, very powerful energy right now. We're in a major transformation. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Super blue moon, super red moons. Come on now. Get in tune with the earth, with nature. And then you'll see your world around you change. On that note, thank you for tuning in to Spiritually Seeing News. I'm WUNAM, a.k.a. Nikki Love.
Brother ADINKRA. Good night, y'all.
Good night. And it is going to happen. Blessings.
Peace.